All right, joining me now is Tulsi Gabbard, former Hawaii Congresswoman and Fox News contributor. Tulsi, good to have you in studio.
Thank you, Laura.
Look at these pictures now we're showing you. These are side-by-side pictures. You have Eagle Pass, Texas, where we only have one person there. I don't know why we're showing that photo. But we got Eagle Pass, Texas, showing people streaming across the border. They're just climbing over the border fence and walking across. And we also have a situation in, that's Delaware? Okay, that's not a border, where Biden's about to land for a weekend of, well, who knows what. So, a border of insanity on the left and the other border on the right. But
the guy who's ignoring the border.
Yeah.
It's, you hit it right on the head. It is very clear that this president and his administration, they don't care about securing this country. They don't care about the interests and well-being of the American people who are being impacted, very negatively impacted by the Biden-Harris administration open border policy. So you have people who not only live in the southern border states. Now, as you're seeing there in that footage of New York, people all across the country are being impacted by these unprecedented levels of illegal immigrants crossing the border, and it's the cartels and the human traffickers are the ones who are benefiting and profiting from all this.
Now, the Eagle Pass scenes we're looking at right now, Tulsi, are live pictures. You and I, during the time we were sitting here before the show started, saw dozens and dozens just hopping across. They just walk across the razor wire, kind of hop across it. Then they just say hi to the Border Patrol officials, and then they're processed in, and then they essentially, in a matter of a couple of hours usually, because they don't have anywhere to keep these people, they're released. With a notice,
policy.
Tulsi, with a notice to appear, piece of paper, they can get on a plane. Yeah. They can travel on any mass transportation. They usually get a plane ticket or a bus ticket to wherever they want to go.
Right.
And most people are like, wait a second, I haven't even traveled in the last year because I can't afford it.
Yeah, it is an open border policy, and what we're seeing is, no matter how many times Mayorkas or anyone from the Biden administration or Democrat elites in Congress, they say, oh, the border policies are working, the border is secure. Everybody coming across the border knows that it's not, and that they can get away with this. We got to go back to the Trump policy of remain in Mexico. We got to go back to the policy of actually securing our borders, whether through physical or electronic means. And Congress and the administration have to work together to fix these broken asylum laws.
Now, you got the new stats that just came in from Tucson. They're just reeling at Tucson, and they're getting no help. 13,000 apprehensions, 1,300 rescues, 23 human smuggling events, 9 narcotics events, 1 firearm seized. That is just the tip of the iceberg.
I mean, you said that's just Tucson.
Yeah, now put that. You think there's only 1 firearm involved in bringing in 13,000 people across our border? Tulsi, you have L.A. Mayor Karen Bass, who is out there making a comment in Axios saying, we live in a city that welcomes immigrants. And so I think, I guess we have the soundbite. We'll show it.
We live in a city that welcomes immigrants. And so I think we have been able to handle it. But I am fearful that any day planes could start coming.
Well, no, because they all should stay in Texas.
Well, of course. Yeah, exactly. They're not getting, obviously, the real threat that is occurring right before our eyes because of this administration's
They should all be
policies.
sent to L.A., San Francisco, Chicago, New York, Washington, D.C. Well, the people in Washington, they go home for the weekend, so they don't care. But all the big liberal cities, they have to feel the effect of their own policies.
Right. But in all these big liberal cities, we see many, many homeless people, many people who are struggling just to be able to get by. Their social welfare systems are already being stressed. They don't have enough money. So,
do you agree that the Democrats might try to pull some little stunt, some little Sister Soldier moment with the border and try to show 10 deportations and put that on a viral loop?
It's something we should definitely keep an eye out for. I would be surprised if they didn't think that voters are so stupid that if they try to put shiny wrapping on this horrible, horrible problem, that we're somehow going to buy it before this next election.
But this Zachary, I think, is big. Don't you agree?
No,
because he's a very well-respected columnist.
The thing that I saw in there, though, is he admitted this is politically driven. It's not driven out of a concern for the country or the people.
They want to remake the country, do they not? In part. They want cheap labor. They also want a kind of new electorate.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fairly obvious.
Exactly.
Tulsi, great to see you. Thank you so much.
Good to see you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.